Hello everyone! A recent project I'm working on required me to hold plastic pieces in place for a long period of time while the glue dried. This prompted me to construct a gluing station, and I thought I'd share with all of you the steps I went through in its creation. For this project I needed wood glue, a couple pieces of craft wood from my hardware store, as well as some wood screws. I began by marking the wood off into 1/3 sections where I wanted the screws to go. Using a small drill bit and a Dremel, I created a pilot hole and then went back through with a larger drill bit. I then hand fit each of the screws into place to ensure that they were threaded properly. Using a mechanical pencil, I mark on the corresponding piece of wood exactly where I'm going to need to make my holes. This time I'm using my X-Acto knife to create a small divot before I use the Dremel to create my pilot holes. Not wanting to make my holes unnecessarily deep, I affix a small piece of tape to the drill bit, that way I know exactly where to stop. Here I simply use the wood pieces as a stencil on my sheet metal, offsetting just enough to accommodate for the thickness of the panels I bought. Applying a small bead of wood glue to each of the panels, I carefully screw them together, creating a single piece. And if, like me, you apply too much wood glue, you can clean up the excess with a Q-tip or a wet paper towel. I then applied a coat of shellac to the wood to give it some color and some protection. This part is greatly accelerated, but I spent a good amount of time cutting the sheet metal out with the Dremel tool. With the sheet metal carefully cut and now cleaned, I used simple 2-part epoxy to adhere the plates to the frame. With the epoxy thoroughly mixed, I spread on what I feel is an appropriate amount, set the plate on top, and clamp it down. With the plates properly cured, I take a piece of scrap plastic, hold it in place with a rare earth magnet, do the same with its neighboring friend, set them into place, and apply my glue of choice. And that's it.